dropping off our first bulk order of teas. We would not be here. If I kept my mouth closed, none of this happens. Day 84 of the rest of my life. 84 days ago, I quit my corporate job to pursue my passion of starting our successful clothing brand MUEL, and to show you that when you align your passions with your purpose, everything and anything is possible. Today on day 84, we are going to drop off one tee to the screen printer in my local area. As you guys can see here, I have 110 blank American Apparel 1301 black tees. Let that focus. Got these tees about 2 weeks ago when I came up to Pennsylvania to live with my mom. I moved from Long Island, where my nana and my dad were staying, up to Pennsylvania to become the entrepreneur that I know I can be, to run this successful business and make sure that I am not only adding value to your life and our community, but the world. Today, I just came back because I forgot my camera and my laptop. I was halfway there, turned back around because I needed to show them exactly what we want. I'm bringing one shirt with me because I don't want to bring all of them and be eager to rush into a deal that's not good for us and that's not best for the business. We're going to negotiate, we're going to get a quote, and then we're going to compare that quote to what we got before. I'm bringing the slip and the quote that I got from the screen printer in Long Island. Let's get down there, get as much footage as possible, and let's win from within today. Yes, sir. All right, let me update you. I didn't want to bum rush them and start recording out of nowhere, so I took it slow and we got exactly what we wanted. We are going back to the crib to get our 110 shirts and drop them off for production. I am so excited to show you guys this new design. This is the design that we're going to be running with. Can't wait till you guys see this shirt. I'm hype. So what just happened in there, I went in there, I brought one large tee, and I brought my laptop to show them the design. Brought my camera with me. Obviously, I just told you guys I didn't record because we were talking business. I came in and I introduced myself. We started talking about my needs. We started measuring out where I wanted the designs to be, and then the boss came from the back. We started negotiating pricing. So it was $550 per shirt, and that put us at, for 110 shirts, is $605. And I was like, all right, that sounds good. But then I had to go back and ask him about the screen printed tag, and he told me that it would be $180 per shirt. So plus 180 times 110. And that is 803. And I was like, all right, that's a bit too much, because the quote that I got from the screen printer in New York, $783.60. I was like, all right, what can we do? That's a little bit too much. That's a little bit out of my price range. And he asked me if I could pay check or cash. And so I was like, of course, my bank is right across the street. I bank with Wells Fargo. I can go there, get a check, and bring that directly to you guys. And he was like, all right, let me go back. Let me see what we can do. Before that happened, I also asked him what was the quantity of shirts that I needed to make the price lower than $5. And he said total, that would be 400 shirts. And that's going to be doable. And we'll get the price way, way lower, because moving forward, we're going to be getting thousands and thousands and thousands. Get the screen printing price lower than $5 total with the tag included. So then he went in the back and he was like, all right, check or cash, we can get it down to $745, which is perfect, because this quote that he gave me was $783. He gave me a great deal because I built that relationship with him, had countless conversations about sizing and about printing and about the different types of printing. And once he said that, immediately I shut the fuck up and we closed the deal. I also asked him up front about terms. He said usually he only does it with the government, municipal organizations, and he said as long as we build that good rapport, I do a half a dozen to a dozen orders with him and I pay on time, we could definitely do some terms. We are killing it. We are getting what we need to make this brand and to make MUEL as special as possible and add the most possible value. So total for 110 shirts, let's do the math while we're doing all these calculations here. 745 divided by 110, that's around $677 per shirt. And we're looking to sell the shirt for $14.99-ish. Sometimes we'll take lower, sometimes we'll go higher. We're gonna make a decent amount of profit that will all go back into the business. We will reconnect when I bring the shirts back down. I'll try to talk to them on camera and ask them about their business, ask them about screen printing, and I'll also get the part where we're talking about location. I'll show you what I mean once we get the shirts into production, and once I get them back, you'll see where the logos are placed or what the logos are. We are also going to make sure that we give them the okay before they produce the bulk, so we can make sure that the sizing and the location is correct. Go home, grab the shirts, and he said they would also be ready before Thanksgiving, so we can even try to get in on some Black Friday sales, give you guys the ability to get these shirts for as low as possible. Let's get it. Yes, sir! Let's go. We just dropped off our first 110 blank tees to the screen printer. We are on our way. We made the details so specific. We did our due diligence. We sent over the exact files they need. We did our measurements. We gave them the defects so they can print samples on them. And now we wait. We did everything that we need to do. And now all we have to do is be patient, stack our bread, and make sure we do our follow-ups and that we go and check on the shirts when they are being printed. I talked to him and he told me, stay tuned. He told me something good. I don't want to spoil the surprise. All right, no one's watching yet. So he told me that I can go and do content when the shirts are being printed. I gave him my personal cell phone number, and he's going to text me when he starts production. Not only will I be able to double and triple check on the location of the print, but I will also be able to shoot content of me printing my own shirt. Just by me opening up my mouth and asking for what I wanted, I got it. All I had to do was ask. And he said, of course. He was even excited to be helping me out and recording content together. So I'm super excited for us, for MUEL, for the community to have this symbol of passion, the symbol of purpose. Excuse me, I'm spitting. And the symbol that we are all on our journey to aligning our passions with our purpose and breaking free from what we were always told was for us. Anything you want in this life you can have. All you have to do is align yourself with that and go after it full force. Let's go! We on our way. What we'll do is I had a great idea. Maybe I'll save it, maybe not. No one's watching, let me just tell you. So, instead of giving away a completely different shirt, next National MUEL Day, the shirt that I'm selling, this shirt that I just dropped off, the people who go to our SMS list and subscribe to get newsletters, updates, exclusive discounts, and previews of what we just dropped off If you go there now, you can have the chance to get this tee, the same tee that I just dropped off, for free. If I was you, I would do it. But that will be the conclusion of today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Share this with someone who is not speaking up for themselves and speaking up for what they want. Because as long as they're quiet, they will never get what they want. Tell them to open their mouth. Press that share button right now and tell them, open your mouth and you can get whatever you want. Don't be afraid of rejection. Rejection is a part of the process, and it builds up our strength. It builds us up so we can take more and push further than we ever thought we could. If I stopped when I first got rejected on this journey, if I stopped when someone told me that I couldn't run a clothing brand, if I stopped, I'm not going to go on a whole rant saying if I stopped here, if I stopped there. If I stopped anywhere on this journey, when I came to a barrier, when I got a roadblock in our path, we would not be at this point right now, dropping off our first bulk order of teas. We would not be here. If I kept my mouth closed, none of this happens. I want you guys right now to say out loud what you want in your life. Say it out loud. I want $100,000 per month, from my clothing brand MUEL, and I want to build the most tight-knit community of entrepreneurs, dreamers, athletes, artists, musicians, dreamers, learners, educators. Did I say athletes? Did I say entrepreneurs? Everybody belongs in MUEL. People who work in corporate belong in MUEL. And I want to build the most tight-knit community of people who all want to share their knowledge, their resources, their information, and also give back to the community. So we can all pool that information, that knowledge, those resources, and make the world a better place. Make the community a better place and give back to those who do not have. To those who have a dream and cannot make it come true, we want to inform them that they can. We want to give them the resources to bolster their journey, to bolster their business, to get their feet off the ground. That is what MUEL is for, and that is what we stand for, and that is what I'll have. Stamped it. Let's go. Win from within today.